What's up? It's a good day to drop a new CD on you guys to let you know what you should be checking out. And that's what I'm here to do. Hope you guys are having a great afternoon. I hope your weekend has been very restful. Mine's been very, very pleasant. So let's get into this new CD. Boom! The new Skinlab record, Venomous. This record just came out last week, last Friday, the 25th. It's through Artist War Records, which is a little more of a smaller label, but don't let that stop you. If you guys have kept up with Skinlab over the years, you know that they're a super heavy band coming from the Bay Area. They got that Bay Area beat down, that thrash groove, you know, that pummeling riffing, that style that just never lets up. And this album is no different. 10 tracks from beginning to end. It rips, it shreds. It's fucking sick. Plain and simple. It's sick. Let's start with the record. Let me tell you what I can tell you about this. Produced by Ulrich Wilde, who is most notably known for producing White Zombie and Pantera. He worked on Astral Creep 2000, and he was an engineer on the Great Southern Trendkill. If you guys go to Google, type in Ulrich Wilde, look at his discography. The guy's had his greasy little fingerprints on practically every fucking heavy metal record that means anything to anybody. I mean, he's got a fucking killer catalog. Seriously. I didn't even realize that some of the shit he's been on until I looked it up, and I was like, wow, I had no idea that he worked on that record. So for Skinlab to be attached with Ulrich Wilde is awesome, because that brings a lot of credibility. And not for nothing, Skinlab has worked with some great producers in the past before. They worked with Steve Ebbets on The Revolting Room. They worked with Juan Ortega on The Scars Between Us, and that's awesome. Those are great names that they don't produce turds, and this record is pretty much just like that. It's a killer record. Like I said, 10 songs. I'll give you guys the titles real quick. The Fury Within the Fire, Amerikill, Venomous, Overcoming, Demons, For the Fallen, Far From Grace, Eyes of Your Enemy, End of Silence, and The Family. A little while back, Skinlab released two songs, End of Silence and Dead Tomorrow. And it's been a little over a year since they released them. And Dead Tomorrow actually is not on this record, but they did release it as a single. You can download it. There's a video for it on YouTube. If you guys look that up, it's there. Check it out. I was actually at that filming in Houston, Texas when they did that last February, so it was pretty cool to see that, to get to see how that video was shot. Didn't see it, you know, on YouTube and be like, shit, man, I was right there. That's fucking sick. And then just recently, within the last 2 months, they released the video for the song Overcoming, which is the first single off this record. And what I can tell you about this record is that this is it's a Skinlab record. There's no getting around it. It sounds like Skinlab, it feels like Skinlab, and it moves like Skinlab. The difference is that I feel like they've really kind of honed their sound, and they've really redefined how it is they structure the songs riff-wise. So a lot of the riffs are, you know, very rhythm-based. There's a cool rhythm happening on a lot of songs. It's like they found a rhythm that works, they write it out, and then they don't really deviate too far from the formula that creates a really great song. And I think that that's a great way to do it. There's no bullshit, and there's not a lot of filler and anything just to kind of fill up time on a song. It's just, we're going for the throat, and this is how we're going to do it. There are a couple songs that are a little bit different. Like Demons is a more, it starts off really kind of creepy. It's really slow. It's very eerie, but then it's building, and then it gets to this huge culmination in the middle of the song, and it goes. It sounds like a fucking Skinlab song. And just some of my personal favorite songs on the record, I'll just give you guys. The Fury Within the Fire, right off the bat, boom, it sounds like Skinlab. It's fast, it's aggressive, it's heavy, it's got that style, it's got that tone, and it's unmistakably fucking Skinlab. I love Amerikill. I think it's an awesome song. It's just a rager, and that's going to be a pit maker for sure. I love Venomous. There's this one lyric that Steve says. He says, "No time to live because we're all going to die," and that really stands out to me. I was like, wow, that's a cool lyric, man. Why has anyone not said that before? Far From Grace is one of my favorite songs. It's probably one of my, I would give it like my top 3 songs. If I had to choose my top 3, I would say my favorite song is End of Silence, and then I would say Far From Grace, and then Demons. Those are my top 3 favorite songs, and all for different reasons, but doesn't matter because they're my favorites and they kick ass. I really like End of Silence. The single, when it came out a year ago, I really kind of was attached to that song, and I like the guitar line, I like the rhythm, I like the lyrics, and it's got a cool repetition of words to kind of deliver, and then it comes boom with this big delivery of the vocal line, and it's really awesome. I think it's a clever way of writing the lyrics, and when you guys hear it, you'll be like, that's what he was talking about. So check that out. With this record, there is a little bit of a lineup change, and Steve Esquivel is still in the band, as is Snake. Steve's still holding down the bass and doing the vocals, and Snake is doing the guitar work. Snake also does a little bit of the lead work on the album, which is cool. A little bit different thing to see, because Skinlab really didn't do a lot of lead work in this way back in the day, but it's awesome. Taking over for Paul Hopkins, who just recently departed last year, we now have Fabian Vestad, and he's killing it. He's doing a great job. He's holding down the drums. He's got some great feet. He's doing some clever stuff on the skins, and I got no complaints. His drumming is fucking impeccable. And over the years, since the departure of Glennie Telford back in the mid-2000s and kind of here and there, we've had a revolving line of guitar players come through. But now we have Marcos Medina Rivera from the band Invidia, and he's actually toured with Skinlab before a couple times, and he's holding down the guitar duties now, and he's doing a great job. So Marcos, when you see it, you're doing awesome, man. Keep it up. You're my favorite Florida Rican. So with this lineup, I think that this is a seriously tight lineup. I got to watch them play last year, and they were probably, if not the tightest I've ever seen, pretty damn close. And I mean, this is a good lineup. It's a great lineup, and I'm really excited for this period of Skinlab, because I think it is really could be a good time for them to really blow the doors off and do some great shit, and maybe get on some really awesome tours. With this record, you'll have to order it, because I don't know if anybody's going to carry it. I had to order it online because no one carried it around here in any of the stores. So I will link Artist War Records down at the bottom, so you guys can go there, order the record, order a shirt. They've got it on vinyl. I believe you can get it on digital format if you guys are doing the MP3 or MP4s, whatever it is. So you can do that. You can get the CD, and then they have all kinds of other, little goodies and stuff to check out. So definitely get on that. Don't sleep on it. Get you a shirt. Support the dudes. Get out there and show your love. With the CD, just FYI, so that you guys know this going into it, when you order it, there is no liner booklet. It didn't come with a book, so there's no lyrics. It's just a CD with the retainer tray, and then you get this little flap that kind of does this, and it's got the thank yous for the band, which is okay. I mean, it's nice to have the lyrics and stuff so you can kind of see that and kind of follow along, but, it's not a big deal. I think it's one of those things that if you put in a little bit of effort, you can get the lyrics. Don't get lazy, bitch. Do the work, right? Do the work. So I will say straight up, the production on this album is fucking phenomenal. It is right here, but it's not overly done and it's not subdued. It is loud, but it's a good loud. If you have a great system in your vehicle, you're going to love this record, because it really slams hard. The guitar work is freaking monstrous, dude. That tone that Snake and Marcos have, I don't know how they get it, but it's freaking crazy. It sounds like nothing else I've ever heard in my life, and it's thick. Steve's bass, which has always been kind of overlooked, I think no one really ever talks about it, his bass work slides in really nice with the guitars. It's like super, super comfortable. It just fits in, and when they lock in on that rhythm, dude, I'm telling you, it's heavier than a motherfucker. The drums are super clear. They're not too loud. They're not hidden in the mix. They're right where they need to be, and you hear everything. And Steve's vocals, out of the 20 plus years that I've known these dudes, Steve's vocals are the best I think they've ever been right now. I mean, he's got the screaming, he's got that low guttural Steve Esquivel voice, but he's got this really great mid-range where he's doing some clean singing, some whispery textural type stuff, and it works. It all sounds fucking tight. So I think that this is a definite worth checking out. You guys should be all over this. get on Artist War Records, check this out. Go to the Skinlab Instagram page, find them on Facebook, do whatever you got to do on the social medias, and show some love. Get out and see them when they come out on tour starting next year. They're going to be coming through my area in February. So we're going to be having a little hang at that time, and I'll have some video for you guys. And check this out. Do not sleep on this record because it is worth checking out. So get on it, show the guys some love. If you're watching this on my Instagram page, be sure to follow along. Tell me down below in the comments what you guys think about this record. Do you like it? Have you checked it out? If you don't like it, tell me whichever you want to say. I don't care. It's all good. It's an open forum. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, be sure to subscribe. Hit the notification button. Hit the little bell icon. That'll get you notification every time I go live or post a new video. And I appreciate you guys checking this out. I will be back with another cover video, hopefully later on today, if not tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. Alright, man, that's it. Skinlab, Venomous. Check that shit.